Hey everybody, I hope you're having an absolutely amazing Tuesday. How is your Tuesday going? I had meaned to hop on here earlier. I've actually had a really great day. I feel amazing, but of course kids not kids, they don't get in your way. They just cause you to go all over the place, right? And so I wanted to check in. I have two things I want to talk about. We're going to talk about triggers and we're going to talk about the people that are doing the reboot. So, for those of you who are doing the 60-hour keto reboot, make sure that you go plug in to the private Facebook group. We just did a live on triggers. We did a live on what it means to get into ketogenesis. What does that mean? It's just fat burning mode. We talked about earlier over the last 24 hours, we really dove into that private group. We dove in and talked about what glycogen storage looks like, and this is what I understand it, is when your body stores those carbs, so you've got all this fuel, right? We talked about what it looks like to come out of glycogen storage. I'm using all these big words that I feel so smart, but I really didn't come up with them. And going into ketogenesis or really burning fat for fuel. And so the 60-hour keto reboot, all of you are almost done. Today's your last day. Tomorrow you get to get up and eat. So we talked on that private group about little things to help you get you through your day and to stay focused. So please, please, please go watch. If you are not in there, guess what? I'm going to talk about triggers and owning your morning, owning your day. I woke up this morning and my excuse was I went to bed so late last night. The alarm clock went off at 5:30 and I told my husband, like, hey babe, I'm so tired. And he's like, are you gonna go to the gym? And I said, no. But deep down I was like, I should really go because I know what happens when I go in the mornings. And so I rolled over and legitimately in 10 seconds, he's like, we're going to the gym, get out of bed, in a nice way. And I was like, okay. So has anybody ever read The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins? The concept is an easy concept, but it really does work. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, before your brain has a second chance to think about it, when he said that, I legitimately was like, okay. And I whipped the covers off the bed and away we went. We had a great workout. I loved it. But that's a part of owning your morning, owning your day, and it's a part of going into the trigger idea. Triggers meaning what causes you to eat or what causes you to emotionally eat, or good triggers meaning what helps you get through your day. So a trigger for me or an environment for me is I will make the best choices possible and feel amazing if I get up and I own my morning. So owning my morning is I work out, I read, I maybe get some stuff done around the house, I'm showered and ready to go before my girls wake up. Like if I can do that, and a lot of the mornings I do, I'm like, I'm undefeatable. Like I've got this, I own this day. Like does anybody ever feel like that? Like what is a trigger for you that would help you in the morning make a better choice, right? Or do you think that if you were to hit the snooze button and then barely make it out in time, trying to drop your kids off, make it to work on time, and you're already an emotional wreck, you think that you're going to find yourself grabbing that donut or not grabbing that donut? Like it's a trigger, right? Your mornings are a trigger, good or bad. Also different things, like I just did the video over in the other group and I was telling everybody, if you don't know your triggers that are going to cause you to choose not the greatest choices of food, like what are some triggers? Certain foods that are in your house, right? Like if you know that you can say no to every other sweet treat in the home except for Oreos, the trigger is the Oreos, then the Oreos have to go. Doesn't matter how much your kids love them, they have to go. Is this making sense to everybody? Where are you tuning in from? How's your day going? Is anybody doing the reboot? I would love to hear from you. Or maybe I just can't see them scrolling through. So triggers, smells, certain restaurants. Like if you know if you're gonna go to this restaurant, you can't help but eat the French fries. Then don't go, that's a trigger, right? Or certain smells or environments. Like my encouragement, and I was talking about this idea today, is keep a journal of the triggers that cause you to eat poorly or the things that help you stay on a better track during the day. So mine's, like I already talked about, waking up, going to the gym, having my time, right? But the triggers that if there was a chocolate chip cookie sitting in my house, like a warm if there was cookies in my house, like those are the only things that I would go, I have to go eat that. There are no cookies in our house. And the girls know that. Like the cookies stay at grandma's or the cookies stay at the restaurant, and sometimes we'll have a fun treat, but not every day because they would be in my mouth and that would be an issue and I wouldn't feel good. And so I would just challenge you in this. When you sit down at the end of the day and maybe watch a show, is that a trigger for you to go grab some food because it's a habit? Go brush your teeth before you go sit down. That's something that can help you make better choices, right? If you think that you're hungry, but you legitimately have just eaten, if you want to go, before you have a snack or before you go grab something, go drink a glass of water. That's something that will help you go, was I emotionally gonna eat? Was it out of habit? Or am I really hungry, right? So go drink some water, brush your teeth, go for a walk, maybe get yourself out of that, like, am I hungry, am I not? Call a friend, go do a load of laundry. There's lots of things that you can do to help your body go, am I hungry, am I not? Because you're gonna know if you're hungry, if your tummy's rumbling. Like, there's a difference between true hunger and eating out of habit. And so that's what we've been talking a lot about with a lot of these 60-hour keto rebooters. These people that are going through this, that's what they're experiencing. It's not easy, it's simple. It's an easy process, it's a simple process, but you really do understand, like, wow, food does not have to control me, I control it. So I wanted to pop on here and see how your day is going. What are some things that may trigger you to eat poorly, or good triggers that might help other people too along their way, and some things that will help like snap you out of that like emotional eating, brushing your teeth, grabbing some water, getting out of the kitchen, phoning your friend, going for a walk. So any of your insider input is greatly appreciated. You can post it below. And for all of you who are doing the reboot, keep going. You guys are doing amazing. Do not give in, because you will truly, like, you'll be so empowered tomorrow when you wake up and you did it. And then for those of you who are wanting to do the 60-hour keto reboot, you can join us in February. So it'll be available, I think, the last day of January. If you want to just read about it, you can go to KetoMOMReboot.com and just watch some videos, or you can join us in February too. So post reboot below, I'll send it over, share your triggers or share some ideas of how you get past those like cravings that you really don't think you need. And I think that's it. So I appreciate you all. Have a great rest.